Alright, what's up guys? DJ Normality back with a tutorial on how to do Horizon Forbidden West animations. Now this is a brutal process and I still haven't figured it out, so I'm hoping somebody can maybe shed some light on the final meshes that I have and maybe we could figure something out together. If not, then I really don't know how this is done. So this whole video is pointless. So pretty much you need to get the files from PSX Hacks, the PS5 version. If you don't have an account, you can go ahead and sign up with them and wait a couple days and you'll get a verification, and you can go into the PS5 dumps and get the files. And then once you have the files, you need to go to ZenHacks, get the tool, download the tool, all the information in the tool, and then definitely download the zip file that I'm going to put at the bottom of this link in the video tutorial, because you're going to need every one of these files that I'm about to give you. So first things first is you have your folder and you have your tool, like your game files and your tool. So you put the tool is right here, and it comes with this decima.ini. Well, what is not explained in this decima.ini is that this is not the location of the files. The files for the PS5 are in a PKG package file. So this local cache 5 package, you actually don't need the package part into the decima. If you try to put packages right here, it will not load. It'll start, the tool throw errors and it will not do it. So even though it's called local cache 5 package, you just want to put local cache 5 into the decima for it to work properly. Okay, and then once you have that, there's a controlled entity list which Damon has supplied for us, and what this is pretty much all of the robots in the thing. Now I know I haven't done one yet. We'll do one together that I haven't done. Hackbot. We haven't done Hackbot. So another thing to install is the context tools for the CMD on the command line window, the context window. You just have it right here, and what this does is it allows me to open up a command line window inside of this folder here, so I'm not opening it up in CMD and just dumping it to my C drive. It's very useful, so I'll link that also into the zip file. So you open up the tool, and what you want to do is you want to drag in the tool, and then we're going to do Hackbot, which is 939B. So 939B. And it's going to dump some files here. And it did not dump all the files, which has been the case on most of these. So if you look here, it says with mesh skeleton 9398. So I did 939B, and it's telling me that there's something else here, 9398. So what I'm going to do, always look for that skeleton. If you don't see a skeleton in the folder, look at the tool dump information and it'll tell you that. And also Damon also supplied a full list of every model and every code ID I could say, and you can go back through and look at that ID sheet and actually find models that are above or below the requested model that you're looking for. So now that we have that, we need the skeleton, which is 9398. Hit enter, and it will dump out some more stuff here. Okay, and this looks like it's all. Okay, so now that we have everything dumped out from this robot ID set, we're gonna make a full robot skeleton. Well, to do that, you just drag in the tool, okay? You drag in the skeleton. So always remember, well, in this one, and yeah, look, see, something's going on because this has two different skeletons. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I'm not sure because it usually only has one. So, confused again, because Damon never explained anything about two skeletons being in the same ID number. So, anyway, moving on. So, we got the skeleton, and then we have the physics skeleton, and this is like pretty much the weights of the model and how it moves. So, the physics We'll go next, and then the very last thing is always the skeleton helpers, and this will always be the largest. These are always the largest files in the list. Like you'll see, you'll see many things here, but 2, 4, 1. I mean, just go with the highest ones that are the labels. So we need a skeleton helper. That's the highest one. If you want, sort them by file extension, and then you can see which one of the ones that are the highest ones. So this one and this one are the highest, and it should do that. You should get no errors when when doing the full robot skeleton. Now you see it actually dumped a few files here. We have a full robot skeleton ASCII, SMD, and then I also dumped this robot helpers. Do not forget this robot helpers if you're like trying to keep all these files together, because if you try to dump another one over top of this one, it's gonna erase that robot helpers file. So what I usually do at this point is I usually select robot helpers, highlight all the way up the list, and I'll highlight textures, material, and edge animation. Cut them out, and we are gonna put them in Hackbot. Paste it in here. Okay, so now that we have that, what I usually do now is I take, let's get rid of this so you guys are confused. I usually take the statics, okay, and I'm going to put them in a folder called static. Okay, and then what's left now is the skinned meshes. So we got these, that, this, and anything with scale is not part of this. Or robot skeleton, it's not part of this process. So we have, these are the only ones I see that are not labeled scale. So cut them out, and we'll put them into a test file folder. Put that in there, and then I have some scripts here that I have made to make this a little easier in just a couple clicks. So I paste this information into here, and what I'm going to use is this erase bat, and this erase bat is going to cut through these files and cut out this one byte that's at the beginning. It's messing it all up. The material count is what it is. So you hit the erase, and the way I got this set up is that when it erases and cuts these, it'll cut them, and then it'll cut them twice, because it's cutting the file that I just dumped. So I haven't found a way to avoid that besides dumping it to another folder or a higher folder above this folder, but it just gets confusing. So I just leave it all in the same folder, and I just made this delete duplicates batch. You just click on that real quick, and it will remove the extra ones that have been generated. So now that that's done, you could take the merge bat, place it into the test folder, and just click on a merge, and everything will merge into one file. Open that file in a Notepad++, and then open the full robot skeleton, copy all the data, paste it into the merged ASCII, and hit space. Now you see I got a blank spot here. Click on this blank spot, F, and search for texture. Find all in document. We have 11 hits. So just put 11, save, close that out, and then go back to the test, put that wherever you want, and then we're going to import it with the Blender importer that I have hosted in the zip file. So we take that, import, ASCII, go desktop, merged, and you want to hit this join all parts. Don't forget this part. This was not said. So this is another step, crucial step, into getting this to work properly. So join all parts, hit import, and just give it a second. It's going to take a little bit of a second here to import this one. And then bam, we now have a fully rigged skinned mesh. Now, in order to get these work properly, I guess you got to flip it. I have no idea, but I guess you flip it upwards. I have no idea. I'm still working on this part, guys. Please forgive me, but I don't know. I really don't know how you merge these animations. I mean, people act like it's really super simple, but I have yet to solve it. So, kind of on the fence about that one. So now that you got the model, we can export FBX, and then right here is where I flip it. usually, or not FBX, sorry, SMD. When I export it to an SMD, and then I'll flip it. And if you guys have problems exporting to SMD, what your issue is probably the folder. So you have to go into right here. Maybe not. Maybe it's somewhere. Okay, it's right here. So you go into, come on. You go into this little tab, which is the scene properties, and you'll see this source engine export. So you want to hit SMD and just go to maybe the desktop or something. And then you want, if we're supposed to flip this, this is the position of it. Y is out, Z is up. So we want Y up and Z out. So Y would be up. We want to select D, SMD, okay? And then now if we go up to File, Export, SMD, export one file in the scene, we won't get no errors. Okay, so now that step's done. And that's just the overall, and you see we're missing all of our static parts because I did not merge static parts, because when I try to merge static parts onto this skin mesh, it puts everything at 0, 0, 0, which is completely broken. So that's not right. So now that that's done, come on. Whatever. So now that that's done, and we know that we have a fully rigged SMD now, which I don't think this SMD is correct. There's just something about it. It's brokey, dude. But we're gonna leave that there for a little test file, I guess, for now. But as a little test file. So animations. Now, how do you do them? Okay, so let's go back to our folder, and I also provided some other things here that are gonna help with this. So, first things first is you have your folder of edge animations, okay? And you also need your edge skeleton, which the highest one. I use this highest one. So, put that inside the edge animations, okay? Now, what we do here is we tick on the first one, go all the way down to the bottom, highlight them, and then Control, Shift, right click, and then copy as path, okay? Now open up I use Notepad++. It's the only program I found to use that does this the best way. Paste in the information, okay? And then we're going to go up to the top here, and we are going to select 1, 1. And then we're going to go to the bottom, and we're going to hit Alt Shift, and we're going to tick the very last line here. Bam. Now you see how I have a flashing icon now out front of the our cursor out front of the document here? This is what we need. So edit, column editor, and then now what we're going to do is we're going to take several things from here, which we're going to use the decompiler and edge to SMD, edge, and I do believe that's all. So we're going to take them, copy them, go into Hackbot, animation, edge, paste that into here, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the name, or I'm sorry, we're going to take this, the name of the program, paste it in, okay? Next is dash skell, okay, space. Now for this, just copy the information. You want to put a quotation. You use quotations if you have a space in your directory, and no quotations if you don't have a space. If everything's all connected by one word, like how mine is, then you really don't need the quotations, but I'm going to use quotations anyway just so nobody gets confused, because this is confusing as hell. So, quotations, paste in the directory, then you want to /, and then you want to copy the name of the skeleton, okay? Paste that in, quotations, space, dash, and then ANIM, space. Okay? If that is all done, hit OK. Now what we have generated is kind of like a run sheet here. Okay? So now what I do is I go to this last section after animation edge, tick the box, scroll down, Alt Shift again, copy, and you see how I'm copying only the numbers now. So I copy all this information, I enter a new text document, and here I'm going to highlight the backside, change this from edge animation to dot text, okay, and then go out front of the document like we did with the first time, and then Alt Shift again, tick now at the bottom, and now on this one we want to do another column edit. For this we're going to do dots. Yeah, let's just do a space because I don't know if there's a space or not, and pasting's gonna be weird. So space dash text. Actually, we don't even need that. We just need greater than. I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe it's less than. I don't know. But it's one of these. It's one of these. I'm gonna test this one, and it's either gonna fail or pass for me. But one writes it and one reads it from the directory, the slashes. So we will just do this one, and we'll see what this does. So you take and then again take the first place, go all the way down to the bottom, Alt Shift, select. So you're selecting 1 through 94 only, and in this particular pattern. Okay, it's not gonna work. Oh god, and I messed something up here. Yep, I messed something up. Something happened. Oh, it all says text, so I guess I don't know. I guess it's right. It seems like I didn't cut enough out, but you use Alt and you press out here somewhere, scroll down, Alt Shift, click, and then you should Control V, and it should paste this stuff right into the same lines as the things. Okay, so now you just hit Save on this document, and we'll save this to the desktop as hackbot.bat, and then you take this hackbot.bat, put it in the folder, and you run it. And it seems like something is wrong. Something about a bone count. But anyways, it did process the animations here. But as you can see, we ran through and it just batched every one of these animations for us. Then once you have the text documents, all you gotta do is click on the edge tool, and it'll run through the edges of the text documents and turn them into SMDs. Once you have the SMDs, what I usually do is yeah, see, there's something wrong here. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with the bone data, because I'm not getting any meshes or any maybe it is the other way. I'm just gonna try the other way real quick, because I don't know. I'm not a coder, so I really don't know if this is right. But I will know if it doesn't process them at all that that was right. So that to that, replace all, save. We'll try this. Yeah, no, that's just reading it. So no, I was right. The first time it was right. So, redo. So yeah, I do believe that was right. So, this back to this. Yeah, that writes it. And then, yeah, it's just my edge animation is different because of them skeletons. That's what I'm saying. Like, what skeleton to use where? I mean, you gotta You just gotta guess. I don't know, but anyway, in a sense, you kind of seen how I was able to merge and create these files, and that's all I'm really trying to just get out here because I really don't know the next steps, guys. I've tried to ask many people. It's just not nobody knows. Everybody just gives me a runaround. I don't really care anymore, so I gave up. But if you go to the animations here, and you can see like once we have full animation, it'll look like something like this. And here's, oops, and like I said, right here's a good one that I was able to get out of here. But I'm still not able to merge these properly. But I found that if you take this animation and you take the robot skeleton and you copy the information of the robot skeleton, actually that has to be the robot skeleton SMD. Copy the robot skeleton SMD, come over here to this SMD, paste it in, save it, and then you can actually view the animation, but you just can't attach it to nothing. So I don't know. Yeah, see right here's a fully working animation. Not. Yeah, I don't know. Seems like something's off with him. He definitely seems broken. I don't think he does that dance. But anyway, you guys gotta get the picture. That's kind of in a nutshell how you do it. And then what I did was I made another batch script. That's what the header file is here. And all you do is you paste in your SMD header. So like here, bam, paste in that SMD information, and then all you do is you put this inside of the SMD or animation folder with the SMD skeleton, and it'll copy all the skeleton info to every one of the SMD files in the folder. And then you have all the animations you could just go through. But again, I don't know how to merge them together because there's nothing to do it with. You can't merge an ASCII with a SMD. I've tried several importers, several scripts, tried converting, tried parallel universes. Nothing works. So if anybody could shed some light on how to merge the two together, that would probably save me about 40% of my life. So, yep, thank you again for checking this out, and like and subscribe, and if not, down the video, I don't care.